Sana bhavatu, sana bhunaktu, saviryankaravavai, tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti. The text of Vara Upanishad is uploaded on our website, Rubu Vasishtha. Rubu Vasishtha, RUBHUVASISHTHA .wordpress, WORDPRESS, wordpress.com. RUBHUVASISHTHA .wordpress.com, Rubu Vasishtha .wordpress.com. On this, the text is uploaded, except the last chapter, which is on yoga, which I am not going to teach. The earlier all chapters are uploaded. You can take that copy. Yesterday, we had seen up to the first line of the fourth mantra or verse of third chapter. We'll chant today third and fourth and then proceed. Ananda Rupoham.
आनन्दरूपोऽहमखण्डबोधः परात्परोऽहं घनचित्प्रकाशः मेघा यथा व्योमन च स्पृशन्ति संसारदुःखानि न मां स्पृशन्ति
सर्वं सुखं
सर्वं सुखं विद्धि सुदुःखनाशात् सर्वं च सद्रूपमसत्यनाशात् चिद्रूपमेव प्रतिभानयुक्तं तस्मादखण्डं मम रूपमेतत्.
So the question may be, Varaha, you may be Paramatma, you may be Parameshwara, but the time being you are donning a body. You are like any other jiva. How can you be Satchidananda? The answer is being given, anticipating such question from Rubu. Rubu need not necessarily ask this, but it is anticipated. So therefore says, so aham, who am I? Akhanda Ananda Bodha. Bodha, the very knowledge principle, which just is what? Ananda. But what type of Ananda and what type of Bodha? Akhanda. See, at times we also get the Ananda. But our Ananda is what? It starts and it ends. Means Khanda is there. There is what? Break is there. So now here it is not that way. All the time, that is that which can never get destroyed. No beginning, no end, nothing but Ananda Swarupa. Our happiness depends on the Vishayas. This is not so. By its nature, it is Ananda itself. And I am the one who is beyond Parat Paraha. That is free, that is one who transcends even Maya Prakriti and superior to Ishvara, who is the Mayopadhi Ishvara. And samsara dukkha's do not touch me like the clouds cannot afflict the space. And me, how I am on the Sarupa, that is explained now. Sarvam sukham vidhi sudukha nasha. In my Sarupa, sudukha nasha means what? Dukkha nasha is totally there. Sushto dukkha nasha. We have seen yesterday that is so sorrows originate from gross body, subtle body, and dormant in the causal body. I am free from these three bodies. There is no occasion for me to be sorrowful. See, there is the two ways are there. One, possibility of sorrow is there, and you don't have the sorrow. Other one, there is no possibility whatsoever about the sorrow. So this is my case. I don't have these gross, subtle causal bodies. Ignorance is not there in me. I am nothing but Paramananda Sarupa. I am Sat Sarupa. So first it was told, I am Ananda Sarupa, not Ananda on account of Vishaya. I am the Ananda Sarupa. Now it is said, Sarvam Asatya Nashatya Asatya Nashat Sarvam cha Sadrupa. There may be, not there may be, in the state of ignorance, there is the world of plurality vividly experienced. It appears to be there. But in and through that, the reality is one, the ever-existent principle. He says, how do you say so? Asatyanasha. What is asatyanasha? Here asatya is mithya. That which appears to be there, but it is really not there. Just as in a place where the rope is mistaken as a snake, snake appears to be there, really not there. Now we say you bring the light, the snake disappears, that we can say as nasha, ending, destruction of asatya, false snake. What is there is only rope, the very basis adhisthana is there. So asatya nashatya. So when one is abiding in one Swarupa, which is Sat Swarupa, asatya, the mithya jagat is no more cognized. Everything is nothing but Sat Swarupa. The way Swarupa stands for principle, very existence principle. For example, you say pot is, but this isness is borrowed from Satmi. Why? A time is there, pot is not. Like that is not my case. I'm always is. So therefore, I am the what? That is Sadrupam. We have seen many times Sadrupa is Trikala Abadhita Vastu. That which cannot have Badha or negation. Badha or negation at any time as such. That which cannot have Badha at any time. So Sadrupa, Asatya, Nasha, Sarvam cha Sadrupam only. More about this Badha we'll see afterwards as such. Now, Pratibhana Yuktam Chidrupam Eva. Not only I am Ananda, I am ever-existent Sat principle, but also I am Chidrupa. I am Chidrupa, the one nothing but knowledge principle. Not the knowledge of a thing. Knowledge principle, which lends the existence to anything and everything in the creation. So that is that Chidrupam Eva. Again here, that Chidrupa is not Chidabhasa, not Chaitanya reflected in the Antakarana Vrittis, but the original Bimba, original entity which gets reflected in the Antakarana Vritti called as Chidabhasa. So I am the original Chaitanya Tattva. So that being the case, Tasmat, see, I am the ever existent Ananda Tattva, free from sorrow. I am never subject to destruction, Sat Sarupa. I am the Chaitanya Sarupa, knowledge principle. But here one thing should be known, that these three are not three different qualities. One and the same me is Sat from the standpoint of non-existence or false appearance. The same entity is Chit from the standpoint of inert object, and same entity is Ananda, happiness, from the standpoint of sorrow, which is experienced in the Jagat, in the empirical world. These are not there in me. I am Satchidananda Swarupa. Further, my Swarupa is like this. Fifth verse, Nahi Janihi Maranam. One quarter, others will repeat.
Nahi janirmaranam gamanāgamau.
Nahi janirmaranam gamanāgamau.
Nacha malam vimalam nacha vedanam. Chinmayam hi sakalam virajate. Sputattaram paramasya tu yoginaha.
My Swarupa is like this. Janihi maranam gamanagamau nahi. So Janihi means Janma. Maranam, death. Gamanagamau. Literally it means coming and going. So Gamanagam. What is this coming and going? Gamanagam. It is what is meant as transmigration. From transmigration. Gamanagam means loka gamana, going to different lokas. It can be heavenly lokas, hellish lokas, or the ordinary creatures, etc. It can be anything. That incessant, perpetual transmigration. So that is what Janma Marana, this series. So that is what is called as Gamana Gamau, coming and going. Nahi Janihi Maranam, Gamana Gamau. In me, Nacha Malam, Nacha Vimalam, Na Vedanam. These three are not there. What are the three? I don't have Mala. Mala means impurity. What do you mean by impurity? So impurity means here the Ajnana, or what you call as Anatma. Ignorance and its effect, because of which entire creation, which is not the real nature of Atma, appears to be there. So what is called as Anatma. So Anatma. So that is how this Swarupa is seen or experienced by Jnani. Mala is not there, Ajnana Anatma is there. Vimalam Nacha, he says, neither I am impure nor I am pure. How is it? When these are not there, how can you say you are not pure? These are in reality not there at all. You happen to perceive it, you happen to experience it, therefore I accept for the time being, and from that standpoint I say, I am free from that. In reality, in my Swarupa, Ajnana is not there. Ajnana Karya Jagat Anatma is not there at all. So therefore, from the Ajnani standpoint, when he is told, look, in your Swarupa Jagat Anatma, Ajnana is not there. But when he gains a knowledge He discovered that no time, there was ajnana, at no time Jagat was there. Where the question of me being pure, etc. I'm always, if at all you are very fond of pure, you have to add an adjective there. What is that? Nitya Vimala. You have to say what? Nitya Vimala. I am Nitya Vimala. So therefore, again, this says, Nacha Vedanam. Nacha Vedanam. What is meant by Vedana? Vedana means perception. So perceptual knowledge. But it can mean also Vedanam means pain also can be. Wealth also means Vedanam. But here we can take perceptual knowledge. So, in you there is no, in me, Chaitanya, Atma, perception is not there. When is it perception possible? Listen, all of you are now listening to me. Tell me what is taken for granted. First of all, of course, hearing. To hear, what is taken for granted? Ear. Not only ear, mind must be there. You are listening to me and the mind has gone somewhere for a walk and you are not able to hear what I have told now. So mind is there. Now mind, intellect, all this to house, what is necessary? Body is necessary. Merely body is not enough. In the sleep, you have got the body, but you are not hearing. Come on, tell me what is necessary. Identification with the body is necessary. Deha tadatmya is necessary. So therefore, now this jnani has no deha tadatmya. Because no deha tadatmya, there is no ahankara. I notion the body is not there. When I notion the body is not there, knower, veta, jnata is not there. When jnata is not there, Neya is not there, Jnana is not there. That's why I say Vedanam is not there. So long as knower who is a product of Ahankara, I notion in the body is there, that is what you are able to perceive, taking for granted Indriyas, sense organs, etc. When you are free from body, there is no occasion for any perceptual knowledge. Now tell me, is this a gain or a loss? You are not even, be careful now before gaining Atma Jnana. Before you decide to gain the Atma Jnana, think twice. Why? You will not be able to perceive the Jagat. Tell me, gain or a loss? 50-50. If you are Ajnani, Aviveki, loss. Because all the time you want to interact with the Jagat. If you are Viveki or you are Ajnani, it is again. How? It differs a little. If you are Viveki, you are more exposing you to Shravana to ascertain your Swarupa. Not only that, you would like to abide in the Swarupa, for which you withdraw your mind and senses from the Vishaya. You are putting forth the effort to be antarmukha, introvert. So it's a blessing. If you are jnani, you already switched off from the Jagat, you are abiding in the Paramana Swarupa, it is again only no loss. So therefore, so decide now. Of course, I know you are a jnani now, but whether you want to be jnani or not, you can decide. So the choice is yours. So therefore, nacha vedanam. It means perceptual knowledge is not there because I don't have identification of the body. Therefore, no hankara, no jnata, no pramata. So me Chaitanya alone is there. Then who are you? You say, Sakalam. It is what? He chinmayam virajate. Everything is chinmaya. Maya suffix has got two meanings. One is prachurya. Prachurya is what? Saturation. Other is vikara, change, modification. So that is it. Now, so milk became curd, change. So now here, suppose your coffee is full of sugar, maya, is saturation. Now here, chinmayam, that maya prachurya means there is no cognition of anything else. There is no presence of anything else. That is what Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. Sakalam, the entire Jagat is what? At Chaitanya. Virajate ha. Sakalam hi Chinmayam. Asya. Asya means to this person, not this person, this Jnani or Paramatma. You have to take this way. Asya tu yoginaha sakalam hi chinmayam param sputataram virajate. Asya tu yoginaha. Asya tu yoginaha. Asya, that Paramatmanaha. Asya means here Paramatmanaha. For this Paramatma, one who is abiding in the Swarupa, he is a yogi. Yogi, why yogi? His mind is absorbed in the Swarupa. Yuj Samadhav. Therefore, whose mind is absorbed in the Atma Swarupa, and no more Pramata, no more Drishya, no more Dvaita, which it was so hitherto in the state of ignorance. Now it is no more. All that is there is Chinmaya and Chinmaya alone, free from Drishya Jagat. Yoginaha say, Sakalam hi, entire Jagat appears to be what? Chinmayam, Chaitanya and Chaitanya. How? Param, Sputataram. Totally clear. Very, very clear. Why very, very clear? Then it is very, very clear because Sputataram. Very clear because free from Drishya. It is Nirupadhika. Sputataram also can mean extraordinary. Extraordinarily clear means there is no trace of Drishya Jagat at all. That means now, me Paramatma is Satchidananda, totally free from Adhyastha Jagat. What is again? What again? Paramananda Swarupa, no trace of sorrow, no transmigration, no Janma Marana. Me and me alone is there. Now, what is going to be your outlook or decision now? Would you like to gain this Swarupa? Would you like to gain this Swarupa? Yes or no? I take it for granted, yes. Okay. Otherwise, you will not exposed to Varaha Upanishad. Varaha is not ordinary. I told you in the very beginning. This Upanishad is at a very high level. Very high level of Varaha Upanishad. Of course, it gives the beginning sadhana, sampati, etc., but doesn't dwell much. It takes for granted. You know why? The student sitting in front of Bhagwan Varaha is not an ordinary one. Not that nowadays, no. Tutka Chela, Futka Guru. Not that variety. He is a Uttama Adhikari. Totally eligible. That is why Bhagavan Varaha opted to teach him immediately. Otherwise, they are told, Be here for some about 10-15 years. Afterwards, I will see whether to teach you or not, like who Prajapati did for Indra Virochana or Pippalada did for 6 great Upasakas. No, that's why I say. The question is, yes, I would like to have this Chinmaya and Chinmaya alone. Chit and Chit alone. What is called as Sakshatkara. Atma Sakshatkara or Brahma Sakshatkara. What is that? It's called Sakshatkara. Chinmat, Brahma Chinmatra Saratvam Sakshatkara. Brahma Chinmatra Saratvam. Oh, that is very Chit alone, which is nothing but Brahma Swarupa. Brahma Swarupa. Chinmatra Saratvam. So, to gain that, what should I do? Vara says, do one thing. What? Shut up yourself. What do you mean by shut up yourself? Yes. What are you doing now? You are interacting with the Jagat. What you have to do now? Right about turn, not 180 degrees. 180 degrees, not 360 degrees. not 360 degrees. If you take 360 degrees, you are where you are. You take 180 degrees, right about turn. Today, you are totally extrovert. Become totally introvert. But my dear sir, you will not be able to accomplish just like that. You have to put forth appropriate, adequate effort for sufficiently long period. Okay? So now that is what is called Mauna. When I said shut up, what I meant was take to Mauna. And what Mauna? Not your Mauna. Some people, once a week, they observe Mauna and make everyone other's life miserable. Huh? At times, you think you are in Mauna because you are not talking to anyone, nobody is around you, etc. Not around, etc. You think that you are in Mauna. But, my dear sir, your mind goes on talking. Mind goes on talking. You may not talk to others. It is such a big dialogue, etc. Angry with someone, teaching someone, do this someone. Why did he that? That is not Mauna. So what is Mauna? Mauna is a paribhashika shabda as far as Vedanta is concerned. What is that? This we find in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Mauna is phala, result of anatma pratyaya tiraskara. Tiraskara, getting rid of, not hating, etc. here, getting rid of, tiraskara, getting rid of anatma pratyaya. All thoughts that surface in our antakarana, all antakarana vrittis which surface in our antakarana, about what? Anatma, beginning from Deha, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, entire Jagat. These Anat Pratyas are what? Ended from our Antakarana. So therefore, the phala, result of Anatma Pratyaya Tiraskara is Mauna. You know what it is? When you have ended the Anatma thoughts about Anatma from your Antakarana, what remains is Atma only. Atma free from Visheshas, free from features of all the anatma jagat, and therefore what happens? Antakarana is so shuddha that Chaitanya Atma gets what is that reflected in that, and that is what is your Swarupa, Atma Swarupa, excluding the Adhyasta, Prapancha or Anatma is what gets reflected Swarupa. And Vedanta points out, my dear sir, this is your Swarupa, Atma, Brahma. That is what Mauna. This you can compare with the definition of, in other words, it is Nididhyasana. In Vedanta Sara, Nididhyasana given as Vijatiya Dehari Pratyaya Rahita. Antakarana is Rahita, free from. Vijatiya Dehari Pratyaya. See, here Vijatiya means of other type. Other type than what? Type of Atma. Anatma. All Anatma Pratyaya of Dehadi, free from that. Advitiya Vastu Sajatiya Pratyaya Pravaha. Advitiya Vastu, Atma Vastu, Sajatiya Vritti Pravaha. There is an incessant flow of Atma Swarupa Pratyaya to the exclusion of all Anatma thoughts. In the beginning, it will get intercepted by Anatma Pratyaya. By practice, what happens? In course of time, all thoughts of Anatma get eliminated from the mind. What remains is Sajatiya Atma Vastu, Advitiya Vastu, Pravaha. So therefore, Mauna is nothing but Nididhyasana. But Mauna is the result of Nididhyasana. Means is Nididhyasana. Result is what? Abidance of the mind in the Swarupa. Abide the mind in the Swarupa. So therefore, for which now tips are being given. For this, what we have to make use of? This seeker or mumukshu is the one who has already exposed to Shruti Pramana. He is already exposed to Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita or any other Vedantic text which undertake an inquiry in our Swarupa. And this Swarupa is ascertained, for which many words are used. Now, what is being done? In Shravana, when you expose to this inquiry in terms of the handling of this word, there is what is called as Purana. Purana means that cognition or what it indicates at. Your appreciation, what is it? That is there. So you exposed to those words, it gave an impression of what Atma can be. Now what you do is get hold of those same words and trigger off your mind into what it aims to. It is not literal meaning. Is the lakshartha, what this word aimed at. Not literally mean that say you try to bring it back to your antakarana. Technically this is called as Shabdanuvidha. Those who have studied Drikdrisha Viveka, they are familiar with these two words. Shabdanuvidha Samadhi, Savikalpa Samadhi, Drishyanuvidha Savikalpa Samadhi. What do you mean by Anuvidha? Anuvidha means mixed, connected, or more precisely, blended. The word and its implications so blended, the moment you take the word, it triggers off what it implies at or indicates at. So like this, So, with the help of this word, in fact, which have been unfolded here also, you try to dwell now in your Swarupa. Presently, what were you doing? Your mind was dwelling where? It was dwelling somewhere. Where was it dwelling? Vishayas. Now, no more in Vishayas. Turn it to Swarupa, for which you take help of these different words which are used to unfold your Swarupa. Here also it is done so. So now we will read 6th verse.
Satyachit Ghanamakhণ্ডमद्वयम्
Satyachit
सर्वदृश्यरहितं निरामयम् यत्पदं विमलम् अद्वयं शिवम् तत्सदाहमिति मौनमाश्रय
So, iti maunam ashraya. Iti maunam ashraya. Iti, in this manner, as told earlier, we'll see that what is that manner. Iti maunam ashraya. Mauna ashraya. Take refuge to mauna. So take recourse to mauna. Mauna. As you have seen, no mental speaking also as such. So that is, take to this, that practice. What is that? Aham sada is this. I am always, this is this one. This is my Swarupa. Left to ourselves, what happens? Or here it can be like this also. A doubt is possible. Bhagavan Varaha is teaching to whom? Rubu. Rubu may say, Bhagavan, who are you? Parameshwara. What about me? I'm a Jiva. How can I be that? Acha. You are not know, do this. You are also me only. I know what I am. You don't know what you are. What is the diagnosis? Something is obstructing your vision. Something is stopping you from knowing yourself or experiencing yourself. Me Paramatma Sarup. Say, Avatara can say what? If you ask Avatara, are you Bhagavan? You know what is the answer? My dear, you are Bhagavan, but you don't know. I am Bhagavan, I know it. Only that's the difference. Both of us are what? One and the same, Bhagavan, but I know it, you don't know it. So what should be done now? You know. And when you know you are Bhagavan, your question will not be there whether I am Bhagavan. That means, though I am Paramatma Sarupa, I know not, I know not, I know not that, see what is that? I am Paramatma Sarupa, that's what you do. Remind yourself. But when you say remind yourself, what can you remind yourself? What you already know, what you already experienced, you can remind. What you don't know, can you remind yourself? No. And how am I? I don't know Paramatma Sarupa. How can you remind? My dear sir, you are not an ordinary person. You have already exposed to what? Shravana. You have already exposed the teaching. And in the teaching, an effort is made, best effort is made to know what I am in reality. With the help of this word, you bring back those words and trigger yourself in the Swarupa, like what is that pole vault. You want to jump over a barrier, you take the help of the pole, lift yourself, throw the pole, jump on the other side. So like that, here, these words make use of, kick those words and abide in what they indicate. So that's why I say, is aham sada. I am always this Paramatma Swarupa. Now, what does that mean, Paramatma Swarupa? One by one, these words are being given. Satya, Chidghanam, Akhandam, Advayam, Sarvadrishya Rahitam, Niramayam, Yat Padam. Vimalam, Advayam, Shivam, Yat Padam. Yat Padam. Which entity? Whatever entity is like this. Like what? Satya. Satya is what? It is not mithya, always existing. So that is Satya. So Satya Trikala Abadhita Vastu. Chidghana. Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. See, look here. In Jagat world, there are many entities who are a combination of inert and sentience. Why many entities? Take our individual embodiment only. Our individual embodiment is really made up of what? Inert matter. But it is aglow with sentience. It's a combination of Chid Jada. This is not so the way. Chid Ghana. Contrast. Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone is there. Akhandam. Akhanda is no bheda, no distinction, either Swajatiya or Vijatiya is there. One and the same non-dual Vastu. One and the same non-dual Vastu. Advayam. How do you say it is non-dual Advayam? You already told. Akhandam. Akhandam is what? Advayam. So you may wonder, look, the world of plurality by movement I am experiencing. How do you say it is what? It is Advayam. The reason is because it says Sarva Drishya Rahitam. In me, all Drishyas are not there at all. What is Drishya? All perceptible entities. All perceptible entities, the perceptible Jagat is not there in me at all. Is not there in me at all. And therefore, what is required is Anatma Pratyaya Tiraskara. Presently, our mind is what? Full of Drishya, what is called as Drishya Pratyaya, thoughts. It has to be eliminated so that which is not my feature. So that is why this Mauna, what is called as Anatma Pratyaya Tiraskara is necessary. And when I am Sarvadrishya Rahita, say Niramayam. I am what? Niramaya. Amaya is Upadrava, afflictions. Niramaya is Upadrava Rahita, free from afflictions. What are afflictions? Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika. Afflictions arising from one's own body, afflictions arising from the surrounding, afflictions arising from the phenomenal powers. So, Niramayam Upadrava Rahitam. And itself is what? Vimalam. Vimala. Pure. Why pure? They free from prapancha and avidya. Free from avidya and avidya karya prapancha. Vimalam. Advayam. Again, Advayam Shivam. Advaya, free from duality, dualistic Jagat. Shivam. Mangalam. Shiva is what? Mangala. And what is Mangala? Not our local Mangala. Mangala means Ananda Swarupa. Mangala. Shiva means Mangala Swarupa. Ananda Swarupa. We have seen this. See, before anyone's name, Sri is put. Even Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, Sri Govinda. But Sri Shiva is not put. Why? That name itself has what Sri. Shivam. Shivam. That only one word. You say Sadashiva, so Sri Sadashiva. Shankara, Shankara also Sri Shankara. But Shiva is Mangala Swarupa. That Shivam, so that is what you are. What you are. Yat Padam, whatever entity. Now you take all this. Satya, Chidghana, Akhanda, Advaya, Sarvadrisha Rahita, Niramaya, Vimala, Advaya, Shiva. Tat. Aham Sada. I am that. Iti Maunash. Iti means whatever that was told so far referred to. So you take to Mauna. Means you take to Nididhyasana with the help of this word as to what your Swarupa is. Further, more tips are being given for Mauna in next 2 verses. We'll see now 7th verse. Janma Mrityu Sukha Dukkha Varjitam. Chant.
Janma Mrityu Sukha Dukkha Varjitam. Jati
Jati Niti Kula Gotra Duragam.
Chidvivarta Jagatosya Karanam. Tatsad Ahamiti Maunamashraya.
Tatsadāhamiti Maunamāśraya. Once again, quarter by quarter. Once again.
Janma Mrityu Sukha Dukkha Varjitam. Jati Niti Kula Gotra Duragam. Chidvivarta Jagatosya Karanam. Tatsad Ahamiti Maunamashraya.
Chid Vivartam is not there. Chid Vivarta Jagataha Asya Karanam. And then Tat Sat no, Tat Sada Ahamiti. Chid Vivarta Jagataha Asya Karanam, Tat Sada Ahamiti Bhavanam Asya. Let us see. Again. Iti Maunam Asya. Take to the practice of Mauna. That is what is called as what? Nididhyasana. How? My Swarupa is like this. What is it? My Swarupa is Janma Mrityu Sukha Dukkha Varjitam. Varjitam. Devoid of. Devoid of. All this. Janma. Birth. Mrityu. Death. Sukha. Joy. Dukkha. Sorrow. I am free from all this. Desirable or undesirable? You first tell me, Janma is desirable, undesirable. Undesirable. Somebody is born and they celebrate. They don't know the plight of that guy. 9 months baked in the mother's womb, and somebody came out and saw first thing what he does, crying. Why? The nature of Jagat is what? To cry only. Mrityu, at least this is known. Mrityu, death is painful, everyone knows. Actually, what we know is not total. Much more troubles are there. So that's why Shruti has to tell us the sorrows involved in Janma and Marana. See, we have not thought of the implication of this. Now, first thing, who told you Janma Marana are there? Shastra, is it not? Means we are taking different things. Now, all your accomplishments in the earlier life, are they going to be there in the next life? Let us see. A particular person was a chancellor of a university, great scientist, and as is bound to be, he left the body. Next birth, suppose he is born as a human being, what he has to do? A, I, E, A, B, C, D, Gamma, Bhana. Start from where? I will tell you one thing. You are all qualified in your own ways. I am not asking you what you are saying. You have come up to certain stages. From where did you start? From primary. Now you are, let us say, PhD. You are caught hold of and made to sit in the primary class, number 1. Come on. What? Learn A, B, C, D, etc. Sir, I know it. I don't want all this thing. You learn now. Sir, take my examination after 1 year. Now you say, nothing will do. Would you like to have it? No. Then, are you not ashamed to enter mother's womb again? Are you not ashamed to enter mother's womb again to undergo the same drill? We don't think that way. So therefore, say, better what, be wise. They say, no. Colloquial say, kaan pakdo. What do you mean by kaan pakdo? Assurance that I will not commit this mistake any further. Not New Year resolution, okay? You should be committed to that. Therefore, Shastra points out, look, this is your plight, sir. You were, like another example, you were owning an industrial empire worth trillions worth dollars. Next embodiment, even if you are born this thing, no guarantee whether you will get a job of a peon in that industry. You may be struggling for your daily bread. Now think of it. So Viveka should be there. So now we say, Janma Mrityu Sukha Dukha, free from birth, free from mama. Now look here. Janma Marana are for whom? Body. You are free from body. Upalakshana. Indication you are free from the body. Sukha Dukkha Varjitam. You are free from Sukha and Dukkha. Fleeting joys and sorrows. To whom they belong to? Mind. So you are free from antakarana sukshma sharira. Jati, niti, kula, gotra, duragam. Duragam, you are totally free from all this. Jati. Jati here is what? See, look. Jati word can also mean birth. But here that meaning cannot be taken because Janma word has already come. So therefore here Jati should be taken as Brahmanadi Varna. Brahmanadi Varna and not Janma because already there. So Jati. Now Jati, Brahmanadi Varna. Brahmanadi Varna. So the Brahmanadi Varna. So this belongs to what? Actually, Brahmanadi Varna is based on Guna Karma Vibhaga. Guna Karma Vibhaga. But for practical purpose, it is taken based on the the fridge, the bag is the Jati, based on the Guna Karma, the Jati is there. But for practical purpose, if one born in what? In the particular Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, it's called as the Varna. So it belongs to whom? Body. Niti. Niti stands for your moral conduct. Moral conduct. Moral conduct, that is belongs to what? Antakarana. Offers conduct at the physical level also, but start from antakarana. Kula, family, race. Kula, family, race. Gotra, lineage. Duragam, free from that. Free from that. So Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Duragam. Free from all these. So mean my Swarupa is free from birth, death, joys, sorrows, then Varnas, moral conduct, family, race, lineage, means I am free from Sthula, Sukshma, Sharira, because all these features abide in the gross body or the subtle body. Again, then how all these appear to be there? Because asya jagataha karanam chidvivarta. Or chidvivarta jagataha karanam sada aham asmi. Asya jagataha. Asya jagataha means of this jagat. And what is it jagat? Chit vivarta. It is vivarta of chit. What is the chit? Swa swarupa aparityagena rupantara apatti. Rupantara apatti means appearance of another rupa without changing intrinsically one swarupa. It can be clear from the Rajju Sarpa example. When the rope appears as a snake in the twilight, rope has not undergone any change, but it appears as a snake. Like that, Chaitanya appears as the Jagat means what? It has not undergone change, but just an appearance only. So, asya jagataha, this karana, I am the very cause, adhisthana, basis of this jagat, which is the vivarta, with a seeming transformation of Chaitanya, like rope seemingly appear to be a snake. Sada aham tat. I am that. Iti, thus, maunam ashraya. What you do is what? Take to mauna. Maunam ashraya. With this, we'll stop here. We'll take in the next class the further one. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhagavane Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari